be the name of the game, and Sven will be farming a lot.
Yep, as always, Seb might get first blooded here. Finally, we'll go down to Mr. Who was each game is going to be very important as opposed to some of the group stages that we've had in the past where it feels like it's been long and drawn out. It's not the case here for Birmingham.
Yeah, so you're playing 10 total games, right? Oh, hang on. Pure
in a lot of trouble, but Ari's going to go down first. And it looks like they will get the eventual trade, so Pure does fall. As Whisper also pretty low. Whitemon doing quite a bit of damage, but now just going to walk away, get some...
getting through stage number 1, which is quite crazy.
Up, skewer from Whisper. Yep, he's trying to get away. Echo Stomp, not going to clip, will actually cancel from Whitemon. And it looks like Whisper will be able to get out just fine unless Whitemon finds him in the tree line. He will. One right click, make it 2. One more will do the job, and indeed, Whitemon finishes off Whisper in style. Fall, but feels like OG are controlling this lane a good amount. As Whisper will finally get nice right click, a rebound into the potential dispose, back into the fray, but the Stormhammer comes through as Pure will just barely get out in time.
Whitemon strong here.
Yeah, he's got a lot of damage go through as Whisper comes in with this skewer, finishes off Pure. And now Whitemon trying to get some residual damage, will get the trade again, but still, your position one Sven dying twice in the laning stage.
It's such a heads-up play there from Whisper to go for that turnaround shot. He does trade, but I think he should be feeling pretty happy about that. He was already going to be forced to skewer defensively against the ET and then have no resources, so I think getting that trade is much better. Toby in trouble bottom, taken out by, okay, a couple of misses.
A lot of evasion coming through. Toby, he's still evading. He finally will die, my goodness.
They were really trying to give the kill to Tomato.
Burning 2-9 class, looks like it'll be a trade, but comes at a heavy cost.
I think they missed 2 or 3 Morphling attacks in a row.
Yeah,
and Seb really wants to give him the kill. Nice skewer here from Whisper will probably lead to the demise of White. Okay, maybe not. Good stomp. He'll get out. Camp in the easier accessible top area of the jungle. Skewer again. Whisper really not letting Pure farm.
That is really annoying. Rebound will connect. So more than just damage now. Potential kill as a TP comes in though.
Whitemon here.
Yep, Ari getting chased by the Astral Spirit.
He's dead anyway.
One more right click will suffice. Yeah, no mana for the Thunder Gods it seems, but they'll get the kill.
I definitely do think they have some solutions, but not the most that you could have expected. 7 minutes time coming up. Gonna be having a look at the Wisdom Runes.
Another rebound disposed back into the tier 1. We see TP's coming in. Seb making his way over as well as the coil connects. Pure will be shockwave back into the right clicks of BZM, and down goes Whitemon as well. So a nice little engagement here for OG and a third death for the Sven.
And has one item that would make it a lot easier. But yeah, slowing down Sven is very, very good news for OG. Morphling starting to build a pretty significant advantage, and they'll try to put him to the test here. You can see it to find a way out of this one. Probably not happening. 4
members against Tomato. You would think that this will be a kill going their way eventually, and it does.
Never even waveformed.
2 tops in. Yeah, why bother?
Yeah. I guess so.
You die, you come back fast. Full agi for the win. Then you have to worry. Yeah, full agi, but then you have to worry about Thunder God's Wrath when you respawn.
Right. So you have to find the balance. You need to have like 400 health.
Yeah, very important. Pure now getting chased off, just trying to find any farm as Whisper will find the RP. Do they have the damage to follow this up with, though? TP coming in. Ari is there. It's a 3 versus 2 now that Toby's made his way over. The Thunder God's Wrath goes off as well. Not going to be enough to finish anybody off initially as Whisper getting really low on HP and mana. Looks like he's going to get surrounded by this primal split. They throw Seb up into the air. Oh, the Pure is on the cliff. And he doesn't have a TP for a few seconds. Whisper will eventually get finished off, but Pure, okay, he gets pushed to the ground. That's a handy one.
Try to put this to use for maybe a smoke move into Sven's jungle again. Wouldn't put it past them. They've showed their hands so far.
Yep, Seb sacrificing himself to the gods just to avoid any further casualties on the side of OG. We'll take a tumble. Your thoughts on Enchantress, by the way, because as of, what was it? Every tournament, I didn't really watch much of the last term, I'll be honest, but the 2 tournaments before that...
9 class level, 7.5 on bat. So, it's definitely some work to be done yet here for OG. I'm going to get started onto Toby. We'll drop the coil.
Yeah. Do they have the damage to rip through before the Primal Split comes off? Dispose, but the Primal Split finally comes through. And at the very least, they forced that out, but not able to find the kill onto the... Oh, we're going to see the RP in the bot lane, but immediate lasso to try to cancel this out.
Oh, nice.
As the ET ult comes through as well. Skewer back into the tier 1. Pure, he gets ripped apart. In the end, again, the Sven dies. As Ari's going to take some burst damage from Thompson. Looks like that's going to be a freebie for them. So 1 for 1 to start. The tier 1 is pretty low, and they'll likely go back for it. Not sure if they're going to find anything more. Although Seb, Echo Stomp does hit. Thunderbolt to follow. Flame Break. And they should have the chase. Might take some time, but eventually Bambi dies. So 2 for 1. Still 2 supports for the Sven.
Yeah, that's the big thing here is Pure dies once more. And I think that he's straight back down there. He doesn't give a crap. This tower apparently really needs to be opened right now. OG will do anything in their power to try to defend it. Seb TPing in with a heal on.
Yeah, Pure. He wants to go on for some more. Yeah, Seb, that's the true sacrifice right there.
All right, he did not defend the tower. He just gave them an extra little snack there on their way out.
That's right. I've had reindeer before.
And Echo Saber almost complete. And going to be a good timing here for them to build 2 more stacks for him. So still...
Oh, nice skewer, and Echo Stomp's not going to go off. Whitemon finished. Ari will take that for himself. And yeah, Tomato right now, top net worth in the game on the Morphling. You can see Pure on this Sven, just desperately have potentially gotten that kill. That was really close.
I think they more or less cast their spells perfectly, actually. I think that was a really good sequence. They just got the stomp off the lasso. Hang on, Toby.
Skewer initiation, Waning Rift onto the Brew. Looks like they will kill him off before the split comes out. There's Tomato. He's going to wait. BZM looking for his shard next. Looks like has his Blink Dagger and the Witch Blade. Might be getting ganked though. Illusory Orb comes out. Waning Rift, but
that's awkward.
Stormbolt is there, and Pure actually finds the kill.
Yeah.
So able to bait out those spells. Very nicely done from Tundra. Ari, that is a long rebound, but eventually killed off as well.
In the meantime, Toby has become a Vista. He will now... Ari, eyes on Whitemon.
Yeah, I mean, that just shows how fast Sven can farm, I guess, as Whitemon on the run. But we have more initiation down here. Thompson trying to TP out. Oh. He will be able to survive. My goodness. Close call. So the Bat Rider, only casualty so far in this fight in the Warcraft.
Let's see what Tundra's plans are. Obviously not the best lineup for killing Roche in a moment like this. A lot of the time, that's how you would punish what OG just did. And we'll try to find a way to access BZM here.
And
nice
phase shift. Blink. Gets decent safety, but Pure is in the tree line with the Stormhammer again. So a
support shard in this game.
I would actually say maybe ET's better.
Probably. These are 2 of the worst support shards in the game right now. I think the shards have value on core primarily.
Oh, this is cool.
Oh, boy.
Ari. Okay, that's getting quite
boy.
low. Echo Stomp is there. And that is going to be the death of Whisper at the very least, and likely to be another as Ari takes the tumble, and they end up getting their own Tormentor anyway.
And this one went to Brew, not Bat.
Yeah, that's a Titan. This is why this hero, despite being out of the meta for a long time, just comes back in these big tournaments. You have the Roshan Pit, now you have the Tormentor. If there's any of these big AoE areas, the Astral Spirit is absurd for vision, for AoE control. As Toby gonna find Seb. You can see Whisper in the tree line. But Pure's gonna come in and...
this could be a setup.
Yeah, RP is gonna hit onto 2. Do they have the follow-up though? ET ult goes off, not doing too much here. Now Tomato left basically to his own devices, but Pure is separated on the other side. We'll pop his newly picked up BKB as Whitemon is finished off by Tomato. BZM aggroing Roche for some reason, who bashes him. That's what he deserves.
Oh.
And the chase is on. And the Stormbolt goes off. In the tree line is Pure, trying to do some damage before his inevitable death, but will not be able to find anyone. Instead, it's a triple kill for Tomato. And now they're next to the Roche Pit. They will take this one for free.
Time to find no kills. They've just been looking for opportunities whenever they Arose not really focusing so much on item timings, more so about cooldowns on spells from the enemy team.
Oh, Pure. He's
he
found
found
out in the tree line. Skewer will cancel the TP.
Oh, boy.
All he can do is War Cry, and now it's just getting chased. Pops his BKB, but more reinforcements are here for OG. Actually gets the blink off.
He's going to live.
Might just be fine then. It's Waning Rift there from BZM. Gets off the coil. Whitemon is here with the Echo Stomp. Will be dodged by BZM, so Pure will eventually find his 6th death of the game. The rest of Tundra, a little bit too late to the party, of course. Pure was on the other side of the map, so...
I no longer think he's going to live. Okay,
BZM wants to even the odds here, but gets the phase shift off. There's the Whisper RP into the waveform. Skewer to follow. Thompson still pretty damn healthy as the Primal Split's already off. Trying to cleave it down is Whisper. And meanwhile, to dispose onto Whitemon in the tree line. He's going to be the sacrifice for Tundra. So far, 2 for nothing. Toby, is that his last Panda up and running?
He has one more.
So they get the Earth Panda, but the last one survives, so...
There was some clear communication there that he was just trying to bait and give vision for Mag to find an RP, and it worked out beautifully. Very well done. Tomato will be dissuaded from pushing this tower as the safety of the Aegis, so will never be a kill there. However,
Lasso.
Whisper might.
Yeah, has Skewer. Nice flame break to cancel that out. Rebound is there onto Ari, trying to find somebody, but looks like it's Whisper who's taken up by Pure. Pops that God Strength. Getting control, though, as BZM showing himself. Will be a very evasive target for him to go on, though, as Thompson getting right-clicked by Tomato. Echo Stomp a little bit too late. And now, oh, the nice cleave from Pure. He's continuing on as Seb. He's untouchable with that ult. So Pure will have to back away, and BZM and company will now just focus down the Brewmaster. Not able to get to the low ground, so down goes Toby. 3 for 2. Still favor OG.
Play's over.
Yeah.
Call it off.
He's spotted now.
And even gets the D ward. They're actually sticking
still
around.
Want to fight. I mean, there's no Aegis any longer, so now they can try to kill off Tomato in one go. Manta's not going to be able to dodge the Storm Hammer. They pop the Lincolns. He's already at half HP. Spirit Vessel applied as well. The Primal Spec continue on, but there's the RP from Whisper. Thunderbolt on top of Tomato along with the Lasso, but he's still surviving. Warcry turns into Sven, but finally cleaved down. 2 cores dead for OG. Well, trying to counteract this now, but Seb is going to go down as well. So a triple kill for Toby on the Brewmaster.
How did he
so
get
despite having the vision, comes through, and we'll see what Tundra can get out of this. Another little engagement going in their favor would be huge, as Seb is going to be spotted, and that is going to be a quick death for him.
Yeah, Pipe isn't good there. Maybe 4 hearts.
Yeah, I mean, Whisper, I have to say, has played really well this game. His RPs have been on point. Toby's going to be spotted. Does have his split. He does, but this will be a tough one. Does get it off. Now they're going to RP on top of him, but that just means they're going to clean it up easily. Cancels it thanks to the shard, but it matters not. They have the damage, and then some.
I'm surprised the RP. I mean, maybe that's necessary, actually. Fair enough. Like, probably going to become a problem when he starts using all the different Brewlings and just running. Get the fight on your side of the map.
Yeah.
Find an easier engagement. 9 class. BZM. Eyes on the phase shift there.
Shift. And Blink, he's fine. Has enough for his Ags right now as well. The coil onto Pure, pops the BKB in a retreat. Stormhammer is there onto Tomato, who turns into Sven, of course. Gets off a Stormhammer of his own. And now Pure in a lot of trouble. Adaptive Strike applied with that Conda. And you can see Whisper coming in.
8.
That is death number 8, so we're 2 away from the dream, and then Tundra has to win for this dream to become a reality.
New item alert picked up here. Thompson finds the Ags, so Nimbus now available.
Okay.
Very powerful potential global burst, especially when Refresher comes out. I don't know if you saw the clip from... will actually be overtaken by Ench, but it is a little bit inflated from that shard that Badrider didn't get, and Seb did. Okay.
Back spotted.
He's in trouble.
Yeah, that's an understatement. He will tank the gank again.
9 classes usage of Flame Break has been stellar this game.
True.
He used it mid Ogre Seal Totem there onto Seb.
Beautiful. Pure. He's going to get solo RP'd. Skewered back. Will this be death
Pure.
number 9? Potentially for him. Indeed it is. It'll cost Whisper his life. So 1 for 2 to start this fight out. Ari, that was a BKB charge. Now no more. Tomato focusing on the Brewlings. Toby with the Storm Panda alive, but turns back into the regular Brewmaster just in time. Tomato's gonna get Echo Stomp now.
Oh,
that's a lot of damage coming out from Thompson. That is the Aegis down.
Holy moly.
9 class ends up seeing that Ari's still in the tree line. ET ult, not gonna connect on Tomato, but he's already at half HP. The Spirit Vessel on top of him as well. The rebound, try to give him some extra move speed outside now. On the cliff, indeed, has a waveform up in 1 second. Gets it off to the north, but 9 class is there to greet him. And this will likely be the death of the Morphling. So 3 for 2 as Thompson continuing the pressure here. The BZM able to get out of dodge.
No, Thompson had a really good fight there, so that refresher is closer than you might have thought, actually. Only 500 gold to go.
Okay.
Giving some vision for Pure here, and it's enough.
All right. So BZM taking a tumble this time. Pure feels
Finally
like
a good moment for him.
he gets more enraged with each death, and that's a lot of deaths. We're going to see the lasso now onto Whisper. He's surrounded by illusions of tops. He's going to get the kill. RP is there with, okay, the help of Ari is in addition. And now Seb coming to play as well. Thompson has to try to get out of dodge with that Ogre Steel Totem. Looks like they do find the Magnus in the end, but Thompson will die. And now a little couple cleaves here from Pure. Ends up taking Seb out. And this is a 4 for 2. There's so much back and forth. And now Ari deleted. So if you count that Morphling death earlier,
anyone else?
yep, the Zeus special.
Classic Zeus, but of course will thrive under the circumstances where the teams are brawling a lot.
Could we take a look at the death counter again real quick, just to make sure we're all accustomed to what the hell's going on in this game? Is the coil onto 9 class?
Big
Has
damage
the
on him.
BKB, yeah. Whisper following through, not even
yeah.
going to need the help of the Magnus, as BZM will claim the bat. There's the death counter. We can see Seb, Ari.
Just get the job done very quickly. Well, up for the
Roche is up. That means Roche offs will be a thing again.
Smoke on smoke. Puck's quite far.
Leading the way, pops the smoke of several heroes. In fact, 4 on the side of OG. He's going to be spotted though. Shockwave will connect. There's the skewer out, and that is the death of Batrider immediately. We'll buy back though. Ari focusing now on the Thompson. He's going to use the Manta on the other side of the tree line, so he's fine actually. As Pure trying to focus on the Marcy, but looks like he'll finally get into arm's length. We'll be able to take out the pesky Ari. There's the RP to come through though, and now the damage being applied. Pure getting brought back with that skewer, but that's the death of Whisper as Pure is doing so much damage. Now it's a 3v1 against the Morphling. Tomato is dead. And just like that, it's a 3 for 1. Make it 4 as Seb is brought to his knees. And Tundra winning a huge fight, which should lead. Yeah, that's to say the least. As Pure going to throw out a Stormhammer now. Will blink away though. Has the overwhelming blink. Doesn't have that much more room to grow. Thunder God's Wrath will scout things out. Whisper takes the double Nimbus. Surprise as Seb will get to the low ground. Greeted by Thompson, who's now out of mana. Understandably so. Seb just being bounced around like a ping pong ball. Will eventually die, surely. And it'll be to right to Thompson, I should say.
No buybacks on either.
Yeah, so 2 dead. 5 versus 3. Tundra looking to finish this game number 1. Fortifications pop. Pure looking for that 10th death. Everyone's rooting for it. Will he dive the fountain?
No, they will use it. I like this. Don't let it go to waste. Straight back in the action.
We'll break the smoke. Back into the high ground though, and see the butterfly now on Tomato. Yeah. Gonna have to do something with it. As Toby, again, Seb just completely surrounded as Thompson and company. That is another insta-gib. This time it's on to Ari. So both supports dead for OG in this high ground defense. And now it's looking quite impossible. You do have the Magnus, though, with the coil, potentially. It's Mjolnir now onto the puck. Try to counteract this a bit, but with that primal split as well. Whisper, the cover of darkness for the time being. That's going to be Mega Creeps, and BZM destroyed right next to his tier 4 towers. Does have buyback. It's a waveform already used. Pure's going to pop that refresher shard, get the double BKB, double God Strength as well. RP not going to be used there. Finally is onto the Zeus, but again, the Flame Break to cancel the skewer. 9 class has been out playing everyone in this game.
Outclassing them.
That's true. That's another way to put it. As Tundra will take game number 1.
Pure has to be wary about. He can get glimpsed. So if he's ever in vision when gripping,
yeah,
that's a very long-range cancel BZM, by the way, speaking of being in trouble.
He's fine.
Yeah.
He's very fine.
Oh, that sucks, having to skill dissimulate. That's
true. Oh,
bad.
Pure. Death number 1, potentially. Out of 10, we'll see. Seb gets first blood, so good start for the Bane Elemental again.
All right. That is true.
If nothing else for the vision, even when it doesn't do much else, the vision is always important. As Ari going to take some right clicks from Pure. Pure, I think he's died less this game than he did last game already at this point. Stormhammer into a couple more right clicks. Ari will fall to Pure.
This laning stage is already looking
man.
But the dissimulate's almost as bad as dying, honestly.
Yeah, what level do you pick that up on? Like 4 or something?
I think the last game I saw from BZM on Void Spirit, he went 2-0-4, so he didn't even skill it in lane at all.
Okay.
I don't know.
Whitemon, he gets brought back into the fray. Whisper looking for the right click. He's going to die one way or another. Whitemon will survive, though. And that is very unfortunate for OG. Mid laner.
Nice. BZM goes down there, gets a ball of water. Back to mid.
As bot lane, Tomato in a bit of trouble. Blood grenades applied to him right now, and the Firefly continuing to do a lot of damage. We'll get a little heal thanks to the wand as Ari is here, disposes the batter back into the tier 1. So nice turnaround from OG as Toby, well, he's a fat piece of meat, so he's going to TP back to the bot lane. And Tundra now on the retreat as Ari looking to pick someone off. Centaur, though,
nice stomp.
Will be difficult. Yeah, the stomp was there, but Nightmare into the dispose. Tomato with the Lucent Beam. Rebound will get the stun off as well. Toby will pop the wand. Is it going to be enough to survive? No, he is dead. Thunder God's Wrath was there, though. That'll be used to turn around onto Tomato, so at the very least, Tundra get some sort of trade. 9 class getting all the XP for that. As Whisper taken out by Pure in the top lane.
Oh, Ari gets wrong
continuing
there.
on here. Whitemon TPing in. Seb with 4 stacks of sticky napalm. Flame break on top. Thunderstrike doing a decent amount of damage as well as 9 class finally woken up. Now Toby coming in. Trying to get something out of this as 9 class trying to survive, but the brain sap will be enough from Seb as Toby hoof stomp into the double edge onto Tomato. Here comes Thompson as well. Toby gets disposed back. He will fall. Ari's going to be down as Tomato looking for potentially second death in just a few seconds here. But Thompson now has to retreat. Very low HP, very low mana. As Whitemon trying to retreat into the path of no resistance. Nightmare will keep him in place, though. And eventually will be taken out in tow. So Seb with a mega kill streak as BZM makes his way over, trying to finish off Thompson. But that's not going to happen. Tomato, another Lucent Beam. Pure, looks like he picked up the Wisdom Rune. Whisper's going to be very upset about that. And dispose from Ari. Pure's just getting kited now. Rebound not going to connect. Which side of the map are we watching? I don't know, because nothing's happening apparently.
I want to say on him. Oh, Whisper, careful, buddy.
Ooh.
And I guess the overall trade bottom OG favorite in terms of the number of kills. So slight win for them, I want to say. Whisper gets the 6.
Yep, there's the primal split. Pure, he is completely surrounded by baby pandas.
Oh, he doesn't have a point in Warcry either.
I feel like this is more than enough damage. Indeed, it is. Whisper taking out Pure in a 1v1. That will bring him back in terms of the levels.
Yeah, Pure was doing too well. Now up to 2 deaths.
Yeah, Pure been very aggressive these last 2 games as Thompson makes his way over. Uses the ult and gets the eventual trade onto Whisper as Astro Step from BZM onto 9 class, using that Firefly to get to the low ground. This is a 3v1. If they just have vision, they'll take him out. And it's going to be a little bit of a delay, but Ari will claim it.
This has been 2 of the solo kill on Sven here. Very important. Gets Whisper up to level 7.5. Gets him a good chunk of gold, which he might need because he might just die again, back to back.
Yep. Flame break, and now surrounded. Whisper getting some move speed, but he's going to get some more action from the rest of Tundra, who finish him off. Now BZM has to use an Astral Step to try to get away. Nice Aether Remnant onto Pure, and we'll be able to walk away as a result.
And Whitemon opted to glimpse away. And, okay, so we haven't talked too much about the guy on your screens right now, Toby. Well, we don't have time for that. Now we're talking about Seb.
Briefly.
Seb will be
just dead.
Time to talk about Toby.
He'll be just dead. Yeah.
So Toby's going to find his level 6 soon. He is having a much worse game than the Brewmaster in terms of level. The Lightning Rod, right? There's been like 2 or 3 kills bottom on him. But despite all of that, he is still going to find himself an okay game. We've seen this burst from the Sven and the
BZM, Static Storm right on top.
Screwed.
Stampede will be used to slow him down, and BZM dies. Nice gank there from Tundra.
Yeah, very well done. The Static Storm reveal to major effect, Seb. But yeah, you consider the Sven-Zeus combination from last game and the burst they output, put a Stampede on top and let them run freely and just chase you down, and it gets even worse. Defense being mounted here by OG.
Whisper.
Oh, that was not a good jump.
Split in the trees. Thompson's taking the brunt of the damage, and now trying to get away. Flame Break to give him a little bit of space, but BZM makes his way over with the Astral Step. And down goes Thompson now.
Yeah. Stampede sure would have been nice there, but as you pointed out, they used it on the kill in the Static Storm, which I think was a complete waste. The Phylactery now is going for the Manta. I think it's pretty... It's not a must build every game, but it definitely is the trendy build. Oh, Ari.
Oh, Ari, you're
no.
dead. Tries to deny himself onto the Ogre, but it is not to be.
Yep, top. Oh, they're setting up. Whisper. If he goes for this wave, oh, he's in trouble. No split for 30. Glimpse
He's in a bit of trouble.
Range.
Glimpse into the Static Storm. Again, Stampede used.
Yeah, a little bit.
So they're using it to contain him, but I believe the kinetic field was also used, so it wasn't really needed. Like
yeah,
you said.
Definitely unnecessary.
Levels, so
yeah, 4-2-2 is pretty standard.
Oh, lasso in the mid lane. Ari in a bit of trouble. Flame Break back and getting burned. Looks like they will find the kill eventually. 5K lead already for Tundra, so
they are really shutting Ari down.
Much different story in this game number 2.
I feel like both of these games from Ari have not been up to his usual level, and it's not because he's playing very poorly. I just really think Tundra are putting a lot of emphasis on shutting him down well. Whiteman will be caught out here. See who gets this kill. BZM reaping a little bit of a reward there. Going for the Kaya Sanj. Hero first. Obviously does a different option. Oh, not again.
All right, spotted out.
Not
Kinetic
fun.
Field, Static Storm, another death for the Marcy.
Yeah.
Thompson will claim it.
And Seb will probably not make his way home either.
Yeah, he's spotted.
No TP.
And Pure gonna get the Stormhammer off, and we'll get another juicy kill to his name.
Well, we'll see if they try to find an opening of that kind once Whisper gets this Radiance. Obviously, that is a really big uptick in power, but they're just bleeding.
He's
in the
spotted
meantime.
again. And it's not like the Enchantress that, you know, you at least tank it for a bit. This Bane will absolutely melt. But yeah, Thompson.
Stampede.
Getting ganked. Stampede will give him a little bit of space. There's the last bit to try to keep him alive, but Thompson does fall to the right clicks of Ari. As Tundra looking to claim something. As Pure will get the double kill across the map, essentially. But still, that was a good pick-off for OG, finally.
They did a very good job with spell casting there. Landing that this hero has in a lot of situations is that you jump in, you hoof stomp, you double edge, and you attack, and the heroes don't die, right? But this time you have a little bit of help from a Thunder God's Wrath, and you have ridiculous burst from your team.
Nice dodge.
Yeah, but
it might lead to more. Astral Step onto 2 heroes for BZM. Thompson doing as much burst as he can with a Static Storm to try and punish BZM, but he gets on the outskirts. Will dissimulate to safety now, but the safety is the arms of Pure instead. That's a 1-for-1, 1-for-2. In fact, 2 supports dead for Tundra as the Eclipse comes out from Tomato. Some good hits onto Thompson, who eventually ticks out. And now OG, you can see the Stampede coming in. Toby gets one last double edge, but dies shortly after Tomato, claiming that for himself as Pure. A very late God Strength is used. Now trying to find Whisper in the tree line. Warcry to give him some extra move speed. Getting Fog of Ward out of control right now.
Oh,
he canceled the Nightmare from Seth?
I think it was Radiance.
Ah, yeah. That is unfortunate.
Off now. So when Seb checks his inventory, he's like, wasn't me, buddy. Wasn't me.
Well, you just complimented him. And as usual,
he can find his way out of this one.
Yeah,
no.
he will to the grave, if you want to count that. But Tomato and company looking for a trade, and onto Sven would be an amazing kill for OG. They'll take this any day of the week, but BZM on the other side, this should lead to the eventual pickoff, and Pure takes a tumble again.
That's a big one.
I feel like we've said that 12 times today.
We have. I mean, it's because honestly, this series is just stupidly action-packed, right?
Still, we'll see if Tundra, once this Aegis is taken, maybe they continue with this fight.
Except with the smoke break here on Bane.
Yep, Nightmare is there.
Costing him, but
BZM will claim the Aegis.
Well,
Thunder God's Wrath, Whisper, Static Storm on him. Looks like he's done. Nice kill there for Tundra. As a Stampede is used, Ari with a TP. He's going to get glimpsed back into the Stormhammer. So that's a support kill along with the Brew. Could have been a lot worse for OG. Yeah. They maintain the Aegis.
It was a good disengage for the hero. And then Sven kills you in 2 hits. So it's tricky, good glimpse, but
Dissimilate, we'll counter it. But the hoof stomp from Toby into the double edge. Oh, wow. Stormhammer in the retreat, though.
Yeah, I thought Tundra were going to take this
Tundra,
fight.
ooh. Seb does find the Centaur mid-TP, so Fiend's Grip will be successful.
That was a very clean disengage call. You could very much tell that they were, all right, we're getting the hell out of here. Yep. We love that. All
right, Ags on Pure.
Yeah.
So Superman enabled. As Thompson's going to be spotted. Nightmare under his tier 1. Pure, though, with the Warcry. Seb takes a Flame Break. Going to get some rebound action, though.
Have the Ags yet.
And Ari, he's going to get gone on. The lasso will be his ultimate demise. Whisper popping his Primal Split. See how much he focuses on this tier 1 tower. None at all, in fact. So it looks like a wasted Primal Split entirely.
He's in trouble now. He's going to get glimpsed if they can keep vision. Or just die.
Yep, the Earth Panda in a lot of trouble, but he's got the backup of his team. And a Nightmare onto the Sven.
Uh-oh, BZM had to... Oh, very quick on the Astral Step away out of Dissimilate. If they could have...
The Ags.
Yeah, that also wasn't the best when it was the Ags.
But it's so much cheaper. And
that is true.
This is even cheaper than buying Sharp because you get it for free, you see? But yeah, he's struggling a bit this game compared to the first series today, where he dominated. Definitely not the same Bane.
He's in trouble.
Takes out the cheese, gets glimpsed back as the lasso immediately canceled because that's the death of 9 class. Thunderbolt is there from Thompson to finish off Seb. Eclipse on top of Pure inside the Static Storm, popping the BKB and the Warcry, trying to get away, uses his Stormhammer on the creeps to get away. Beautifully done. And now the rest of Tundra on the run as Thompson, or Toby I should say, comes in with a nice hoof stomp, finds 2 kills in the end, glimpse back onto Tomato inside the kinetic field, and Pure finishes the job. And BZM, the last member of OG alive. They have the vision. Not any longer, though.
Beautifully played fight from Tundra. Holy shit.
Then he realized it is Pure.
He wants to find Whitemon and burst him if possible.
Yeah.
Don't have info. This is a big moment for OG.
That's a triple Astral Step. Oh my goodness. That is the death of 9 class. See the Aghanim Scepter for BZM going to work as well. Whitemon actually TPing out.
Wow.
We'll be fine.
Only got 1 kill from that insane engage.
That is crazy. Well, you may be speaking too soon, Cinderin.
They're out. T-Bane. Seb trying to juke around.
Seb on the run, but
it's a friend over. Oh, that's a long-range
Nightmare. Actually does get the Nightmare into the Fiend's Grip. And Toby. Yeah, they get the cancellation eventually, but it matters not. Toby is dead.
Radiant are scanning.
And OG will now show on the wave. There is Static Storm. If Sven is in range, Sven and the Disruptor together can kill Brewmaster in a moment.
Pure. They get Nightmared, but let's see the tag teaming it off here. Pure's gonna pop the God Strength, and Whisper will have to get out of his Primal Split immediately, and now he's just gonna be left to die.
Yeah, that ain't it, Whisper.
Ooh, my.
He cannot be happy about that. That is just flat out of position. Insta-punish.
Tomato was initially getting gone on. BZM getting a little bit crazy onto the Logan. He's gonna get lassoed in the midst of things. That's just 2 supports. He can use the Static Storm as well as Tomato making his way over. And you can see Pure popping the BKB, using the Stormhand to try to get away from this Eclipse. He'll do so successfully. Now Tomato and company on the run is Ari. He's kind of stuck in no man's land. Pure and company surrounding him, but it's Tomato who we're watching. He's very low on HP, trying to get something out of his life, but it is not happening. 4 dead for OG. I don't know if they got a Tormentor this game, did they? Or is that stolen from OG?
I don't remember. Glimpse. Tomato's fine. Or is he? Lasso.
Okay, lasso initiation. Tomato's in a lot of trouble. Pure with the BKB. He's going to get gripped, though. Has the God Strength up, but that's the death of Sven. Nice turnaround from OG as Toby on the backline getting gone on by Tomato is going to use the Eclipse to try to finish him off, and he does so. 3 dead for Tundra, and you can see Mr. Thompson lifted in the air and brought down. Absolute punishment coming out from OG. The horizon. That's not allowed in this patch. You must have Aegis. Thompson.
Are they going to last with Tomato again?
Yes,
They will.
They will. This, of course, would be the Aegis if they find it. Hook Stomp, double edge, down goes Aegis. Can they disengage? Do they want to disengage? Whisper with the BKB. No Primal Split as of now, though. Still 4 seconds away. And Pure in the trees. BZM gets a nice Aether Remnant onto Thompson. Pure has to pop his BKB, but there's the grip. Instantly canceled, though, as Tomato continuing on doing a lot of damage, but the Stormhammer onto the Pandas on the other side. But Pure is not going to be able to get away this time. 80 seconds on the deck. Ari will die to the double edge from Toby. You can see Tundra very low on HP now, all disengaging. Thompson on the run. Glimpse, BZM will be successful. And Toby with the hoof stomp, but you have to think that he will eventually be found here by OG. So a 3-for-1. It's
My
basically...
God, how does he get this gold? He suddenly got Ags, Lens, and Dagger?
This is Dota, Cinderin.
All right.
These days. Pure had to use his BKB on the retreat. Whisper, though,
not letting him go.
He's going to get glimpsed, but the BKB comes out, and BZM finds the Sven in the trees. 9 class not going to be able to help. So again, Pure takes a tumble. 80 seconds without the buyback.
This is a Luna
How much
lineup.
OG can get out. Absolutely.
They get that base tower.
Buys a blink again as Static Storm is used pretty successfully. That is going to be the death of... Well, yep, Seb does die eventually. Toby gets off the blade mail, but he's taking a beating. And BZM and company able to get that really easily. Thompson and 9 class, the only 2 survivors for now. And with this building going down, Tomato, they're going to fortify for now, but there's still 2 siege alive. And this is where OG can really do some damage now. The Glaives will have free reign. This will be a Seterax in the mid lane at the very least. Another fortification comes out, just delaying this. Tier 2s are up for the top and bottom, so it's basically just tier 4 damage, and if they want to try to just force out some buybacks potentially with the throne, but I think they'll just play it safe with that top lane.
Like some team got caught out, used buyback, and died again or whatever. This was a 30-minute situation where Tundra just messed up once and paid so dearly. And now Seb with an interesting position here.
My goodness. Grip from the high ground. It's still going because of the illusions. Eclipse is there. Pure is dead. Wow, what a pickoff set up by Seb again. 85 seconds of no Sven. Whitemon is dead. Does have the buyback as 9 class. Able to get out for now, but he's going to be spotted. Lucent Beam with the Conda. Blink to follow from Tomato. BKB from 9 class onto the high ground. They don't lose the vision, though. The Lucent Beam takes him out. OG on top of things, and Seb, a rougher start to this game.
He found a couple of moments in this game onto the Sven that made all the difference.
Yep,
now
Thompson in a lot of trouble. Stormhammer's coming for you. Thompson's dead. That's not Stormhammer. That's
correct.
The opposite team, Cinderin. Yep. Just keeping you on your toes. Primal Split comes out.
Insta-grip cancel.
Yep, Seb inside the Static Storm. Going to try to get away, but Toby's there with the double edge. And Zeus and company will live through another day. Okay, Thompson buying back there. Awkward. Stormhammer coming in. Look at the cleave from Pure. 2 dead immediately from OG. So the defense will be successful for now, as Thompson was getting gone on by Whisper. Only in his Earth Panda form now. Will blink away. Doesn't have the TP for a bit, but BKB is up and the TP away. And BZM now still spotted by this never-ending Thunderstrike. They will always have vision on him.
He will die eventually here.
Eventually, 9 class will get the better of him. But the Ancient is exposed.
I've seen this clip on Reddit. It was in 2K MMR, though. But
The creeps are doing it! The dragon is losing! Tomato's letting them know that their throne is dying. And
quite predictable move here from OG. Let's see if it still catches Tundra off guard. Big item for Thompson inbound. 100 gold to go.
Oh, it's so close.
Oh, he really wants this for this fight.
So close yet so far.
He's just a little bit. 9 class is going to block his big camp. Nope, he got out in time.
He has it, don't worry.
All right.
BKB from Whisper. Toby's the only one here, though. Will use Stampede to try and get away. Primal Split activated. Meanwhile, Tomato gets forced out his BKB, actually.
In the middle of
they
nowhere.
Get the stun onto Thompson in a lot of trouble. He's getting lifted in the air as well. The Primal Split doing a lot of work as Thompson does fall first. No buyback either. And now Ari taking the brunt of the damage from Pure and company. He's trying to do as much damage as he can before he goes out as Pure. Getting a lot of lifesteal out as well. BZM with the Astral Step is going to take a Stormhammer to the face and gets taken out swiftly as a result. And now Pure and company trying to focus everything onto Tomato. Down goes the Luna, and somehow Tundra are winning this fight. Whisper goes down next. Double kill for Pure. 3 buybacks from OG.
Was that just the blade mail? How did Tomato die so fast?
Are they going to try to throne this? I feel like this is what they're going to try to do.
That is a valid play here, I would say.
And Whisper, I don't know if he has the refresher shard as well, so double Primal Split available. And Fortification is up for Tundra. There's the initiation onto Toby. He's going to use Stampede. Thompson already using the refresher himself. There's the Axe on the Disruptor. The Brewmaster Brewlings are dying pretty fast. And you see the Earth Panda not even touching a building here. Gonna come back out of the form, pops the BKB. There's a Static Storm onto several heroes. A nice hoof stomp as well, but the damage on this Sven is too much. Down goes Pure, buys back instantly. Toby had the blade mail, but it's not enough to survive. 3 buybacks now from Tundra, which forces OG back because they got BZM. BZM with no buyback at all.
They didn't. He still. This is not a safeguarded second ult still. In the previous fight we saw in the base of Tundra, I want to say it's 2 fights ago. Oh, hang on. Oh
my. Oh no.
What?
He does have buyback.
Why is it? Next level.
Previous level.
I feel. I'm trying to understand. He wasn't the one placing the ward either. He just went out too far.
Well, he does buy back. There's the Brew Split again. Toby trying to contain them, but the tier 3 tower is dead. So the barracks completely isolated. Now look at how fast the Ranger Axe go down. Seth going in for the grip, gets it off onto the Sven. All of the right clicks onto him, but he's able to get off his ult and the BKB. Getting back to full HP thanks to the Satanic, but now it's run out. Trying to run away back to his base. Static Storm to give him some time. Whisper. They do get the Mega Creeps, and now trying to turn this around onto the Luna, but Tomato is living through this just barely, but no, finally will fall as 9 class of all heroes getting that kill, and now the Luna dies next. Now the hoof stomp onto the Brew. The 4th hero killed for OG, and not quite able to get the Mega Creeps, in fact, because the melee is still up.
Oh, that glimpse almost sabotaged. Okay, they might get assist roll to buy back.
That's true.
Luna just needs to be part of 1 kill, and she will have buy.
Spot sad.
Oh, that's
down
big.
He goes. Does have buyback.
That is still a very good start. It gives them so much confidence to get the waves under control again at the very least. He does have buy.
Giving
Here comes
up.
Brew,
Yeah.
going for the megas.
Whisper. Gonna go for it. Primal Split. Buyback from Bane immediately, trying to hold everybody in the pit area. Roche is already low. Tomato looks like he's gonna be able to claim all of the goodies inside of him like a big juicy pinata. Static Storm, the Gaven Static Storm, in fact, being used as Tomato kind of left to his own devices. Will pop the refresher. He's very low on HP. He falls. Death number 1 for him. He picked up the Aegis previously. It's a Nightmare onto Pure. He's going to get silenced now. Tomato going to pop the BKB. Pure pops his refresher, and he's going to be able to kill off the Void Spirit as the Ancient is still exposed. Megas are on the side of OG. Double buyback now from OG. It looks like everybody's going to get out of dodge now. As Whitemon, well, he'll have to go through the grave.
He has buy.
Does have buy. Buys the Yules as well, so plenty of money to go around apparently.
OG. This is such a tense moment. You have megas and you still don't feel safe whatsoever in this situation as Radiant.
Yeah, if Whisper's given any space, he can solo this Ancient for sure. He's going to start it off. Remember, no fortification at all.
The base, but they're back already.
Yep, Static Storm used. That's a lot of damage being applied to Luna. Dead is Tomato. He buys back as Ari focusing everything on the Ancient itself. But Whisper's the one doing the most of the damage. He's going to get cleaned up. But back to his brew form. There's the refresher coming out again. Does he have enough? No, he's going to get Storm bolted in the face. And now it's just the Earth Panda surviving. So not able to get anything out of this second primal split. Now he's in his regular form. They won't chase any further, it looks like.
Yep. Whisper will get spotted by the Thunder God's Wrath if they paid attention. I don't think they
saw him. Primal split up in 10 seconds. Grip, though, finds its way onto Toby. He will fall. Buyback remains. Whitemon.
Oh, Whisper.
All right, well, the good news for OG is they should be able to starve out Tundra a good amount to prevent them from getting all of their tier 5s, but you can see them venturing out. Whisper's actually spotted. Lasso on top of the Static Storm. He's dead. Does have his buyback, of course, but this will provide a lot of space for Tundra to be able to get their tier 5s themselves.
Yeah, exactly. This will open the window for that. You can see Thompson is already at work. They have stacked Ancients.
Yeah, BZM has a tier 5 token. Hasn't...
Godderer.
Okay.
It's a very big Zeus. Oh.
I mean, Searstone... I mean, obviously we don't know what his choices were.
BZM.
It's BZM spotted. Okay.
Was that? No,
able to get...
He can BKB TP.
Stun on BZM. It's have to use his BKB.
Do they have Bash?
Aether Remnant not going to connect to anybody. Has to use a Refresher and the Astral to the other side, but they have so much chase. Lasso finds him inside the kinetic field, but the Dissimulate in place apparently. Astral Step now to the north. Glimpse back. They have so many ways to actually catch these heroes. And now they have to worry about their base as per norm. And that is 2 minutes.
There's the Crimson Guard
on the Void Spirit.
So now 9 class has a way of defending as well against the Brewmaster. I don't know.
I mean,
I also think Mirror Shield isn't half bad on him. You need items against Bane.
I know you have Bloodthorn, but isn't MKB still good?
Whisper got off the split.
Yep, he did. It's all in a retreat, though.
Oh, they're not letting him go.
Absolutely not. Ari finds a little Bat Rider in the jungle. He's going to take a lasso, though. Bring him back into Pure's arms. Stormhammer's there. Down goes Ari. No buyback. And this one will have the Aghanims. Which, at this stage, who doesn't have Ags? That would be good on.
Marcy? Does Marcy have Ags? No. She's the only one, right?
Well, Brew, I guess.
Oh, true.
You get another Earth Panda to try to take out the buildings as... Oh, Static Storm used. Pure absolutely decimating BZM. He falls immediately. But the Aegis is taken by OG. Lasso now onto Tomato, trying to turn around very slowly thanks to the sticky napalm. Trying to focus their efforts onto Toby, but he gets off the Wind Waker. But they find the Fiend's Grip onto Thompson. Refresher from Tomato. That is the death of Thompson. Instantly buys back. Now trying to counteract this. A second lasso from 9 class, this time onto Ari. Trying to find somebody, but everyone is just keeping their distance. There's Tomato. We'll try to go on top of this spend. It gets the Stormhammer off onto Ari, and that is the death of Ari now. And Aegis gone as well. And this might be the beginning of the end for OG, potentially, as Tomato just getting beat into oblivion. Pops the BKB, but to no avail. Will drop. Has the buyback. Whisper using the BKB TP. Will Mirror Shield off the stun. And with the buyback coming soon from Tomato, that's going to be a 4 versus 5 situation, and still several buybacks for Tundra. Whisper able to get off the Primal Split this time. Flame Break is there. And Pure coming in with the Stormhammer. Already 3 of the Pandas dead. And only the Earth remains. But the Fiend's Grip only onto the support. Can they find anything else? Doesn't look like it. Whitemon will drop.
So Seb's first grip in this team fight that we just saw was onto us quite well. Refresher into the Thunder God's Wrath. Fishing for info. Not going to catch any stragglers with Glimpse, though. I say that. Okay, maybe Seb is in trouble, actually.
Caster Curse, as usual. Seb is going to get lassoed in, but here comes Tomato. Pure doing so much damage to Seb. Finishes him off. Gets to the high ground thanks to those Force Boots now. Whisper able to get off his Brewling in time. Buyback now onto Seb. As the Brewlings continuing to surround Seb with the BKB. Can't believe I'm saying that out loud. And Pure in a bit of trouble, getting controlled a decent amount thanks to Whisper. Stormhammer's going to be dodged, but BZM, Astro Step to the north, will pop his Refresher. And Pure now on the run, pretty low on mana. He's just getting kited That Lucent Beam doing so much damage. He is dead, and the Ancient surrounded by creeps. Pure buys back just to defend here. So, oh, I think the Ancient can be killed off easily, aside from this fortification.
This is taking OG quite long. 40 seconds?
Yeah, they're doing the math with the Divine. Like, okay, with the Divine Rapier, maybe that's enough damage. Silence on the BZM is going to force out his BKB. Astro Step to follow. Ancient at half HP. 9 Class has to use his BKB now as Pure with the God Stream. He gets lifted into the air. Blast off the BZM into the fountain. He's able to get to the other side. Fortifications finally pop, and now the Eclipse comes out. They can likely just focus down the Ancient now. And OG